Out there are a ton of people who are using AI for career growth. You don't want to be left behind. This video, I'm going to be giving you my top 8 tools that you can use to make sure that you are using AI the right way to grow your career. All right, let's dive in. At number 8, we have a tool called Super Whisper. Super Whisper is essentially a speech-to-text tool, but unlike its predecessors like, say, Dragon Dictation or just the regular dictation in a Mac, Super Whisper uses the power of AI to make sure that you get exactly what you speak. It could be sometimes cleaned up, or you can choose the kind of output that you want. It is extremely useful for your productivity because instead of typing a 30-word message, you can just speak it and the whole thing will appear on the text box that you're typing. Extremely useful for saving time. Next up, we have another audio-based tool, and that is called Audio Pen. I love this tool because unlike Super Whisper, what it does is Audio Pen allows you to record a piece of audio. It could be on your phone, could be on your computer. And what it does is it takes that audio and then cleans it up. Beautiful thing is you can also specify the exact approach that you want for processing that audio that you need. You can use it to, say, summarize any thoughts that you have and put it up as a LinkedIn post. You can use it to summarize the next steps from a meeting. Whatever you need, Audio Pen is the perfect choice for asynchronous audio to text conversion. All right. Third, from the bottom, is a tool that I absolutely cannot live without. It's called Fathom. It is a free AI note taker which has served me amazingly well ever since I started using it. Fathom joins your meetings, whether it's in Teams or Google Meet or Zoom, and it records the whole conversation by attending as a member. And after the meeting's over, it will summarize the whole thing and give you the summary and the transcript. Yes, sometimes it has a little bit of difficulty in figuring out who's the speaker and who said what, but it's free. And when you have this free stuff and then you have the transcript, you can do tons and tons of useful things like figuring out how could I speak better next time? Or did I use the right tone in this meeting? Or are there any subtext that I missed? I do this all the time for all the meetings that I have. At number 5, we have another tool which is focused on video, and that is called Descript. One of the most important things that you should be doing in your career is making sure that you're seen, not just within the organization, but in your industry, on LinkedIn, anywhere else where the people who matter to you, people who can hire you, can know about you, where they can experience your expertise, where they can experience your authority, place where you can prove what you are. Next up is a browser that I just got access to recently, and it's called Comet. It is a fantastic browser, very similar to Chrome, but better because it has Perplexity's inbuilt AI assistant on it. What that means is you can specify instructions to that assistant, and that assistant can interact with the stuff on your browser, say a web page, or your LinkedIn, or your Google Sheets, wherever you need, and it will do the task that you tell it to do. It's mind-blowing. I asked the assistant to generate a new invoice for a client. It did it. And I was just sitting there watching. How cool is that? But Comet is not the only cool thing that Perplexity has to offer, because the next tool is Perplexity itself. Perplexity is the only tool that I use for searching nowadays. What it does is it essentially replaces you needing to search on, say, ChatGPT or on Google. What Perplexity does, goes out there, searches, and it answers the questions that you ask. It is ridiculous. Think of it as Google search plus ChatGPT combined. It's not great for creating content, but if you're trying to search, if you're trying to find answers, Perplexity is the best option you have. And that brings us to number 2, which is another free tool by Google, and that's called Notebook. It is super cool. What it does is you can feed it any sort of content. You can feed it PDFs, you can paste like copy text, you can give it any sort of text that you find online, and it can generate a conversation between 1 or 2 people discussing that. And it is ridiculous how useful such an approach is when you have to understand something. It could be you need to understand a report that's come through. It could be that you're trying to study for a certification or you're trying to learn a new skill. And when you have these 2 people talk about it and teach it, it is ridiculously powerful. I use this on a weekly basis to level up my own skills. and I cannot recommend this enough for you. And the final tool is slightly more technical, but for about $20 a month at the time of this recording, it can make you a practical automation god. And that is a tool called N8N. What it does is it allows you to build automation workflows where you can connect a bunch of different tools. If I had to pick just one tool from all of these, I would pick this, simply because of the versatility it brings and the power it has to help me in my own career growth. My personal use cases for this are coming up with social media content ideas, to identify potential new clients that I can work with and do the background research on them before I reach out to them. 3 is to look through my emails and inboxes and make sure that I can reach inbox zero while updating my to-do list to make sure that everything is on track. Overall, these are 8 different tools that I recommend. And if you can start using these tools, even just one at a time, you will be well ahead in your journey to start using AI for career growth. Speaking of which, I'm Arvind from AI for Career Growth. There are 3 things that you can do for me right now. Number 1, you could drop a like or a heart or whatever, a thumbs up in the video. It helps the algorithm. Number 2, leave a comment on different kinds of videos that you would like me to make. And number 3 is send this video to someone who could benefit. It could be your best friend, it could be your manager, whoever, or if you just want to keep it to yourself, that's cool too. This is Arvind from AI for Career Growth saying over and out.